I didn't know my phone was recording. I didn't know anyone was listening. I was unconscious on the couch in my aunt's living room, my body heavy, my head tilted toward the wall. The silence wrapped around the room like a thick curtain, folding in on itself, pressing down but barely noticed. The room didn't lower its voice. It didn't pause. It carried on like I'd already left. Someone mentioned my name. Someone else corrected them. Plates shifted. A chair scraped back. Then the tone changed. Not sharp. Casual. The kind people use when they think the story is finished. My phone stayed where I left it, face down, screen dark, and the room kept talking as if I wasn't there. This happened on Thanksgiving afternoon. The house belonged to my aunt, the one everyone gathers around without questioning why. Everyone in the room knew me, or thought they did. I'd been awake since 5 that morning, driving across town, carrying dishes, answering calls, fixing things that weren't broken until someone pointed them out. Family obligations layered on top of favors I didn't remember agreeing to. The house was warm in that heavy way. Food cooling on counters, voices overlapping, too many people moving through too little space. By the time dinner ended, my body shut down before my mind could argue. I sat down for what I thought would be a minute. The couch caught me faster than I expected. I left my phone on the table beside me. No lock screen, no music playing, just where I always put it when I didn't want it in my hand. That was the only mistake I made that day. Before I passed out, I noticed something small. A pause when I entered the living room, hanging in the air like a whispered secret, just long enough to register, not long enough to explain. My cousins stopped mid-sentence. My sister didn't look at me right away. They exchanged a glance that felt like a shadow passing between them, and stayed there. Nothing dramatic, no change in volume, no one turned their body away. Conversation resumed like a door closing softly. Plates clinked. Someone laughed half a second late. The television kept playing to no one. I told myself it was timing. Too many people, too much noise. The kind of moment that only feels strange because you're tired. I took a seat anyway, set my phone down, let the room keep moving. They talked around me instead of to me. Questions answered before I could respond. Decisions made without asking. It was subtle enough to dismiss, easy to ignore if you wanted to, nothing worth questioning out loud. So I didn't. At some point, I slipped under. Not sleep exactly, something heavier. My body went first. My hearing stayed. When I listened back later, I heard chairs move closer together, not scraping loudly, just enough to shorten the distance. Plates being stacked, clinking like distant echoes in an empty hall, cutlery set aside. Someone said my name in a lowered voice, not to get my attention, to check if it was safe. Another voice answered, certain, dismissive. Then laughter. Brief, controlled. Their laughter was a brittle shell, cracking but never breaking, the kind that knows when to stop, not the kind you share with someone, the kind you share about someone. They repeated things I'd said weeks earlier, out of context, edited down to sound careless. A comment I made in passing, a frustration I admitted once, a joke I didn't finish. Each one followed by a conclusion I didn't recognize, motives assigned, intent rewritten. Someone said they'd always suspected it. Someone else said they'd warned me before I even arrived. I heard agreement settle in the room. Not loud, not excited. Comfortable. They weren't discovering anything new. They were confirming something they'd already decided. And in that space, without me present, the story finally made sense, to them. I didn't react right away. I didn't call anyone. I didn't ask for explanations. I just listened. Over and over, not to get angry, to understand exactly what was said, to catch every detail that might matter later. There was no rush, no need to confront anyone before I knew the full story. With each replay, the pieces settled into place. The meaning grew clearer. The quiet changed. That was the moment something shifted, not with noise or accusation, but quietly, permanently. The recording lasted just over 2 hours, long enough for people to forget the phone was there, long enough for honesty to stop pretending. I heard my sister admit she'd been planning to exclude me from the family business, not out of anger, but because she thought I wasn't capable. I heard my cousin agree, saying it had been going on for months. They spoke about meetings I wasn't invited to, decisions made behind my back, promises broken before they were ever spoken aloud. There was no ambiguity, no missing context, no need to guess. They outlined how they intended to move forward without me, a plan to rewrite what everyone believed, a strategy to isolate me quietly without confrontation. The voices were calm, like a slow tide pulling away everything I thought I knew. Matter of fact, like facts, not accusations. That's when it became clear how deep it went, how long it had been allowed to grow, and how little I had seen until then. I didn't expose anyone. I didn't threaten. I didn't warn. I just adjusted my position. I stopped sharing, stopped covering, stopped showing up where I wasn't respected. I let conversations happen without my voice, let invitations fade without a response. When the fallout came weeks later, no one connected it to me. They called it bad timing, luck turning against them. I let them believe that, because sometimes the quietest moves carry the heaviest weight, and absence can speak louder than any confrontation. What surprised me wasn't what they said, it was how comfortable they were saying it. The words came easily, without hesitation or fear, as if the room belonged to them alone, as if I had already disappeared. People reveal themselves when they think the story is over, when they believe no one's listening anymore. I realized then that silence doesn't always protect the truth. Sometimes it records it. It captures moments meant to be hidden. It holds details that words alone could never carry. And when you finally listen, you find out what was never meant for you to know. I never told them I heard everything. They still speak carefully around me, choosing their words with a caution I hadn't noticed before. They don't realize the conversation they think is hidden is already behind me, etched in quiet recordings and silent understanding. Their guarded voices remind me how much they underestimated what I knew, how little they expected me to listen without reacting. And now, everything said in that room carries a weight they can't see, but I carry every day.